Have you ever meticulously studied a list of English vocabulary words, only to find them vanishing from your mind like wisps of smoke? This common struggle plagues countless learners on their English language journey. You spend hours diligently memorizing definitions, crafting elaborate memory palaces, and feeling a surge of accomplishment. Yet, when the moment arrives to use those hard-earned words, they seem to have mysteriously disappeared. This frustration can be disheartening, but fear not. This article delves into the science behind vocabulary retention, unveils the culprits behind forgetfulness, and equips you with powerful strategies to transform your English vocabulary into a robust and readily accessible arsenal. Why mastering English vocabulary feels like chasing butterflies. The English language boasts a vast and ever-evolving lexicon, a seemingly endless ocean of words. This can feel overwhelming for even the most dedicated learner. Imagine meticulously studying a dense jungle, trying to identify and remember every leaf, branch, and flower. The sheer volume of information can be intimidating. Additionally, English vocabulary possesses layers of meaning and nuance. Words can have formal and informal registers, take on different meanings depending on context, and evolve over time. This complexity adds another layer of difficulty to the vocabulary acquisition process. Why your brain isn't cooperating? While the vastness of the English language can be daunting, the primary culprits behind vocabulary woes often lie in our learning methods. Here are some common mistakes that can hinder retention. First, relying solely on cramming for short-term memorization leads to information overload and swift forgetting. Imagine cramming for a history exam the night before. The details about the French Revolution fade quickly. Cramming vocabulary is like trying to build a sandcastle without any water. It's destined to crumble. The brain prioritizes storing information that is deemed relevant and frequently used. When vocabulary is crammed and not actively used, it gets relegated to the back burner of memory, eventually fading away. Second, learning words in isolation, without understanding how they're used in real-life situations, makes them difficult to recall. It's like trying to identify a bird without ever seeing it fly. You might know it's called a robin, but if you've never seen its distinctive red breast, good luck recognizing it in a tree. Without context, words become isolated entities, devoid of the rich tapestry of meaning they possess in actual usage. Third, simply memorizing definitions is insufficient. Active use through speaking, writing, and reading is crucial for building strong neural pathways for vocabulary. Think of it like exercising a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. Imagine just reading about weightlifting. You won't build much muscle mass that way. Active engagement strengthens connections between words, their meanings, and their real-world application, making them easier to retrieve from memory. The good news is there are proven strategies to vanquish vocabulary amnesia and transform your English into a vibrant vocabulary vault. Here are some powerful techniques to supercharge your learning. Immerse yourself in the real world of English and dive into intriguing books that expose you to a wide range of vocabulary used in natural contexts. Imagine encountering the word trepidation while reading about a character embarking on a perilous journey. The context helps you understand the word's emotional connotation. Immerse yourself in the world of English language television shows or movies, from witty sitcoms to suspenseful thrillers. These programs showcase vocabulary in action. Pay attention to how characters use words and the emotions they convey. Listen to podcasts. Podcasts offer a dynamic way to learn new vocabulary while exploring diverse topics. The audio format keeps you engaged, and the variety of topics ensures you encounter a range of words. Don't be afraid to strike up conversations with native speakers or fellow learners. This practical application of vocabulary in real time conversations solidifies your understanding and builds confidence. Create your own spaced repetition system. Designate a notebook or document where you jot down new vocabulary. Review them at increasing intervals. starting with short periods and gradually extending them as you become more comfortable with the words. This spaced repetition reinforces the connections between the words and their meanings, making them more readily accessible in your long-term memory. Active recall. Don't just review, retrieve. Write from memory. Challenge yourself by writing short compositions or journaling entries. As you write, actively try to incorporate the new vocabulary you've learned. This forces you to retrieve words from memory and use them in context. Strengthening neural pathways. Craft your own sentences. Don't just passively review definitions. Take each new word and construct your own sentences using it. This active engagement helps you understand the nuances of the word's meaning and how it can be applied in different situations. Interactive flashcards. Move beyond traditional flashcards with simple definitions. Create flashcards that include images, synonyms, antonyms, or example sentences related to the word. This multisensory approach strengthens memory connections and creates a more comprehensive understanding of the vocabulary. Make it fun and personal. Play word games, from classic Scrabble to online vocabulary building games. Word games make learning enjoyable and interactive. They test your knowledge in a fun and competitive environment, keeping you motivated and engaged. Write short stories. Unleash your creativity by crafting short stories that showcase your newly acquired vocabulary. This allows you to experiment with different words in a context you control, solidifying understanding and retention. Mind mapping mania. Create visually stimulating mind maps that connect new vocabulary words to related concepts and synonyms. This technique utilizes spatial memory and visual thinking, making learning fun and engaging. Find a language partner or join a conversation group. Practicing English with native speakers or fellow learners fosters a supportive environment for vocabulary use. You can ask questions, clarify doubts, and gain fluency in applying new words in conversation. This collaborative approach boosts confidence and makes learning more enjoyable. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Mistakes are an inevitable part of the learning process. Embrace them as opportunities to identify areas for improvement. When you make a mistake, analyze why it happened, learn from it, and move forward. Don't let the fear of making mistakes hold you back from actively engaging with the language. Learning English vocabulary doesn't have to be a battle against forgetfulness. By employing effective learning strategies, immersing yourself in the language, and making the process enjoyable, you can transform your vocabulary into a powerful tool for communication and self-expression. Remember, consistency and perseverance are key. Keep practicing, and soon you'll be confidently wielding your English vocabulary like a linguistic maestro, navigating conversations and expressing yourself with precision and nuance. As your vocabulary grows, so does your confidence and ability to connect with the world around you. Embrace the journey, celebrate your progress, and enjoy the rewarding experience of mastering the beautiful and ever-evolving language of English. Share your vocabulary learning struggles and triumphs in the comments below. What strategies have you found most helpful? And don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more tips and tricks on mastering the English language.